Today, I want to give you an analogy about a reason why it's so important to be grateful, even in those crappiest of moments. Let me start with a proper introduction. I'm Connie Jo Holmes. I'm the founder of BU2BFULL Hypnosis and Coaching, and my mission with my company is to teach individuals how to confidently and courageously move from reacting to life to owning your life. And to me, living a life of gratitude is a great way to own your life. So I've been asked before by people, sometimes in sincerity and sometimes I think with a little snarkiness behind it, but that's okay. I've been asked by people in the past about, how can you always, be so grateful about things? How can you be grateful when, crap is going on in the world, or, when something really bad happens in your life or something like that? And I know from outward appearances and things like that, and when people don't understand the importance of living a life of gratitude, that would be a natural question. It just naturally would. So I get it and I respect it. But I thought of this analogy the other day. And so not the home I'm in right now, but my last home that I purchased with my husband, it was a total fixer-upper. And there were some rooms that we, took down to the studs. So, some rooms were a major gut job. Other things just needed a coat of paint or carpeting or something like that. So anyways, anyone who has lived through a remodel, whether it's one room, a whole house, doesn't matter. We all know that you go through moments of just crap and ick and inconvenience and all that kind of stuff. But you know that it's okay and you can deal with it and you can put up with it because you know at the end you're going to have this beautiful new room. And so I like to think about living in gratitude as being the same way. So as an example, so at our last house, we took the kitchen down to the studs. And so there was a chunk of time, quite a chunk of time, that, I had to do dishes in the bathroom sink. Was it a big giant pain in the butt and inconvenient and all that stuff? Yes, it was. We ended up spending quite a bit more money than what we intended because we were, going out to eat a lot more, just because it was easier to do that than having to, deal with, trying to make food and all that kind of stuff. So there were a lot of inconveniences. And so right there, it could be easy to look around and be like, oh, look at all the money I'm spending. Oh, this is such a pain to have to wash these dishes in this tiny little sink, and, all these, kind of moments where people could, not be grateful because of the temporary mess and inconvenience that is in front of you. However, what I like to challenge people to do, and what I am able to do because I've been living in a world of gratitude since 2011, and I'm shooting this video in 2022, when you have those moments, I can look at this inconvenience. Do I still feel a little like, ugh, over it? Yeah, I do. But at the end of the day, can I look at that and find the gratitude in it? Because my, however long it's taking, let's just say 6 weeks of having to do, the dishes in the bathroom sink, this means that I am going to have something, greater and better and something that I desire at the end. And to me, when you can look at those current inconveniences as being something that's leading you to something better, that is a great way to always stay in that land of gratitude. Yes, I'm talking about a house remodel. But, even if you lost your job, it's like, yeah, that can be devastating. It can be scary. It can be all those things. But, sitting here right now, I seriously do not think, I don't think I can think of a soul who I know that lost their job, that at the moment it seems devastating, but it may have taken 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, or 2 years. But everyone that is in my mind right now that I know that has lost their job, it has always turned out to be a blessing in disguise. I know it does not feel like it at the time, but trust me, it always is, because it leads you somewhere better. It leads you to doing something that might pay you more, might satisfy you more, better benefits, whatever it might be. And again, you don't always feel like it in that moment, like, oh crap, I just lost my job, but think about those moments in your life that maybe took you to your knees. But then when you reflect back on it now, where did it lead you? More often than not, it probably led you to a more beautiful place. And if it wasn't a more beautiful place, it at least probably gave you skills, knowledge, depth, perspective, all these things that can help you in your life or allow you to help somebody else in their life. So I hope that's helpful. And I hope that, you can really look at this analogy and maybe think about times in your life, or at least use the analogy of, remodeling a house or something like that to explain why even current roadblocks, stumble bumbles, that kind of thing can actually still be something to be grateful for, because it's leading you towards something greater, bigger, better, whatever it may be. So, all right, I hope that was helpful. If so, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. But also, please comment if you have one of those examples of, something that at the moment just seems so terrible but turned out to be a blessing in disguise. Please share that in the comments, because people love to hear those personal stories. It gives them hope if they're in a position right now of just being in a low moment. It gives inspiration, all those types of things. So thanks a bunch, and I'll see you soon. Bye.